Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fourth webinar of this series, How to Buy a House in Manitoba. This is our last webinar, and tonight we have Anna Schusterman with us. She will be talking about purchasing condos and purchasing homes from builder. We will be discussing advantages and disadvantages. So if you're considering buying a condo or a newly built home, feel free to join us or watch the recording and ask your questions later. Okay, so let me introduce Anna. She's a real estate agent with Remax Executives Realty. She has an industrial engineering and management background and education, and she contributes her time and energy to the settlement process of newcomers to Manitoba from all over the world. She's a founder of Schusterman team, and her team specializes in buying, selling, and renting real estate. Anna hosts seminars and provides valuable information to newcomers and to her clients, such as Canadian financial system, credit history, taxes, and much more. So please help me welcome Anna. Anna, you can start sharing your slides, and we look forward.
Thank you very much, Margarita. Yeah, 1 second, I'll do that. Awesome. Can you see that?
We can see your slides, and we can see you, and we can hear you.
So, yeah, welcome to our fourth webinar. Today is number 4. Before that, we've been talking about how the process that everybody or almost everybody actually can buy a home in Winnipeg, in Manitoba. Then we've been talking with a mortgage specialist who explained how to do that, the process from his side. The third webinar was step-by-step buying a home, everything from the very beginning, from I want to buy a home, and what should I do to, okay, yeah, I bought a home, what's next, right? So we've covered that from the last webinar. Today we're going to two separate kind of important points. I have lots of questions on these two things, and I really think we need to talk about it a little bit deeper. We'll try to cover at least some of the information, because actually just talking about condos usually takes me about 2 hours, and home from builder more than 2 hours. So we'll try to fit everything into 1 hour. We'll see how it goes. I probably won't cover everything, but we will. I'll talk about the major points. So if you have any questions, you know where to find me or Margarita, and we're always happy to help and to answer all the questions. So we start from condo. What's condo? What's condominium? Why is it different? So condo, like most of the people think that condo is just an apartment building or maybe townhouse, but no, condo can be anything. It can be my apartment building obviously will be the condo, because we have lots of sharing space there. Townhouses might be condo, might be not, depends on a townhouse and on the laws that cover the covers there. Even staying alone homes can be condos if they have something shared. So what's a condo? Condo is you have something shared with your neighbor. It's usually driveways, the backyard, snow removal, all this part that comes together would be your condo common area. If it's in the middle of the city and you have staying alone homes, and in the middle you will have a pool, for example, and you all 12 homes will be taking care of one pool. This pool will be the common area. So that would be the condo corporation that exists to take care of the common areas. Okay, so that's basically in 2 words, condo. It's way more complicated than that, but at least you have an idea what condo is. Then when we're talking about condo, we're talking about expenses, and it's a little bit different from your just regular home, staying alone home. Obviously, we have mortgage payments most of the time, right? Unless you buy in cash. We always have property tax. It's not true when they say we have condo fee, but we don't have a property tax. We always have property tax in a condo. We have insurance. There will be two different insurances that take place. One will be the common area insurance, where the condo fee working, and your own property and everything that is in your property. That's will be your insurance that you're responsible for. And usually you pay hydro. You almost never pay water bills because water is part of the common fees, but hydro is actually something that not common, and every unit, let's say, has their own hydro measurement thingy, so everybody pays their own hydro most of the time. And of course we have condo fees. Condo fees, one of the most important thing when you looking at the condo, because when you check, okay, I want to buy not expensive condo, like that worth about under $200,000, perfect. But when you go and see how much condo fee you're gonna pay, you wanna, I can actually afford the better house, the same price, if I put it in a little bit more of mortgage, if I put the this condo fee into my mortgage. Like if my mortgage is $800 and my condo fee is $300, why I should pay all that for a condo if I can buy, for example, the house and spend $1,200 for the mortgage, right? So these are things and stuff that we need to think about when we're thinking about condo, especially if we're talking about condo for investment. If you have an idea to buy a condo for rent and rent it out in future, condo fee will be your like worst friend in here, because everything what you've been earning, your condo fee will take it up from you. So the condo fee is crucial, and you really need to look for it. In addition, what we have into condo fee, that's also the thing we need to check, right? Usually into condo we have water, we have maintenance, we have different kind of bills like snow removal, lawn mower, reserve fund. I will talk about reserve fund later on, but we have lots of stuff and lots of things that we need to know, and we need to know if they're actually there, because if they're not there, you're probably gonna pay them in addition to what your fees are. Okay, next, what's reserve fund? So part of your condo fees will go to your reserve fund. Your reserve fund is the money that stays some in the account, in separate account, that's supposed to go to the some emergencies, let's say, not to the renovations of the building, not to upgrades of the building, no, to the emergencies. That's why we need the reserve fund study, a reserve fund. It's really rare when the upgrades of the building goes from the reserve fund. It's really rare, and it's usually not the case. So do we know how much reserve fund supposed to be when we buy a condo? So till now we didn't. For about 2 years ago, it was 2 years will be next February, we had a new law that says that every condo corporation, and every condo has a condo corporation, obviously, every condo corporation must do the reserve fund study. What's reserve fund study? Reserve fund study made to find out how much money you should have in the reserve fund, not you, like condo corporation. To do that, they need to bring different engineers and construction specialists and accountants and lots of other professionals to actually find out, to make the whole research about what's going on with the building itself, from the top to the bottom, from the foundation to the roof. They must check everything. They need to check how long how long life still left for the shingles, on how long this foundation will survive longer, how long left for this carpet in the hallways, everything. And then they come up with a number, how much reserve fund actually supposed to be. That's first. Second, they also come up with different projects in future, and they saying when they supposed to be done, these projects, like shingles, like windows, flooring, parking spots, everything, from everything that from outside of the unit is taken care of by condo corporation, and all of it supposed to be maintained by the by this reserve fund or any other money that comes from somewhere else. Okay, we'll see where else it's coming. Okay, so they come in and they say, okay, awesome, so the shingles are fine for another 20 years, but the hot water tank supposed to be renewed in a year, and your windows supposed to be renewed in 2 years from now. And here the price is how much you're supposed to spend for that. And that's called special assessment. And special assessment, when special assessment comes, usually people get knocked to the doors and saying, okay, and getting the message, okay, by the end of the year, you're supposed to give to the condo corporation for example, from $3,000 to $5,000 for such a project. Awesome. So because till now, not many condo corporations were actually up to date with renovations and upgrades of the buildings, and not all the condo corporations knew how much reserve fund supposed to be. All this process cost money, and the reserve fund study itself can cost tens of thousands of dollars for each building, and it depends on how large the building is and how many professionals they brought. So everything actually cost money, and for all this money they come into the owners of the units. Okay, so this is one of the craziest thing about the condo. You never know when they will come and say, okay, now we need $5,000 for the windows. So what we need to do, we need to check, and we need to check, and we check, and we check every document. When you go through the documents, we check in what they know, what they didn't know, what they already done, what they're supposed to do, how old everything measure, and how much does it cost. Everything, like because buying a condo, it's always risk that somebody else will come and say, okay, we need some money. Okay, now so let's go and talk about a little bit of process of buying. It's a little bit different, and it's different. The offer of purchase looks almost the same. The difference actually in cooling off period, which says, okay, you as a buyer have 7 days to change your mind. And you don't have to explain why you changed your mind. So during this 7 days period, we checking all the documents. When we send the offer there and everybody agreed on the offer, which offers kind of the same, with the same conditions and everything, but we have in addition our lawyer's approval, which is part of this cooling off period, where we, before this cooling off period starts, we receive all the documents, and it's really lots of documents. It's like a huge pile of documents that we're supposed to check. And actually, it's your lawyer's job over here. Your lawyer will check all the documents from A to B and says, okay, that's what happened, that's what we have in bylaws, that's your risk here, and that's your risk there. But your lawyers, they don't know anything about how much reserve fund is enough. So you're gonna need to talk with accountant to find out. And that's kind of question also, because you need to find the proper accountant that can actually help, that has experience in buying a condos. So that would be another person who you need in the process. Okay, so 7 days period that you can change your mind, and usually you change in your mind not because just, okay, I don't want condo anymore, but based on the document that we got. Okay, now other risks with the condo. For till next February, when everybody, all condo corporations must take this study, it's still kind of risky how much and what and when we're supposed to pay. So people, the condos market, today we're in middle of 2016. So right now condo market is not that active as it used to, and condos usually is not that active in Winnipeg. We're talking about Winnipeg and Manitoba, not talking about Toronto. Toronto, that's a very different market. So over here, condos usually stay on the market longer. So 30 to 60 days staying on the market, it's normal. When on a regular home, it's usually from a week to 2, if the home is good, in good condition, and the price, it's priced right. With condo, it's way longer. That's why I'm always asking these two questions, and you need to ask yourself, why do you think you need a condo? Because if you want to sell it later on, you will be stuck for another 2 months at least, right? And plus, usually people, if they buy in condo, they move out from condo really quickly, like in terms of 3 to 5 years, because they actually get used to Winnipeg and the area, and start to wait for this backyard to arrive. So they just replace their condo with the house. So again, why do you think you need a condo, and how long do you want to keep it? Because if you want to sell it in 2 years from now, are you sure that you want to do that? Because first, it will stay longer. Second, the prices, they not go that quick. They don't rise up that quick as the houses. So you probably won't get your money back within 2 years. You're gonna need to wait at least 5, 6. If you want to rent it out later on, then we're supposed to buy it for the proper price, because if your mortgage will be too high, and our rental market, they saying how much you can ask for your rental property. So if you have so much mortgage, it probably won't cover you. So we're gonna need to find this, average, that's middle between I want something like awesome and I need something practical. So we need in the middle. We need to meet somewhere in the middle. So at this point, that's really short, and that's it for condo right now. If you're gonna have any questions further, you can just type it and I will ask. If it will be later after webinar, just send me or Margarita mail and I will answer everything about condos, because I really covered like 5% of what we usually cover on the condominiums. Okay, we go into buildings. from the buyer, okay, from the builder. So if what happens, you decided you want a new home. First of all, again, why do you need a new home? And what's the reasons? Because over here again we will come to these two questions. Why do you think you need a new home, and for how long you want to keep it? Exactly the same idea, because if you want a new home and you want to stay at least like 5 to 10 years, awesome, it might work perfectly. If you want to sell it next year, it might not work that good, because you probably won't get all your money back. So that's a point that you need to talk with your agent. Okay, so what to do in the very beginning when you decided I want to build a home? First of all, it's always mortgage pre-approval. Always mortgage pre-approval. Exactly the same as condo, as homes, it's always mortgage pre-approval. And you get approved for a mortgage for the brand new homes twice. And you need to speak with your mortgage broker, and they will explain that it's super dangerous to buy the brand new home from builder that's not built yet. That just raw land right now, and it will be built within a year, because you can't change anything during this year. You can't buy a new car and take a loan or spend your down payment for that. No, you can't. You can't change your work. You can't go divorce, obviously. So there are many stuff that you can't do during this waiting period for your home, because when bank gives you approval, they give you based on today's situation, and then they assume, and they actually, this is the condition for them to give you a mortgage, that you won't change your situation. So if they say, okay, you're not supposed to change your work, oh my God, you're not supposed to change your work. Okay, so that would be the first step anyways, to go and talk to your mortgage broker. And second, talk to your agent, and your agent is supposed to explain you the difference between an old home and new home, and the risks that goes with the new home, and how it's different from the older home, and what do we have in there. So everything what I will cover in a minute, I was supposed to talk about when we meet or with your agent, and he or she was supposed to explain you, okay, this is situation with a new home, this is situation with a already built and home that been there for like 10 years. So that's cause and pros, and this cause and pros. Your agent's supposed to cover all that and explain, and you're supposed to get your own answer for that. What do you want? Do you want to build a new home, or you want to buy the one from somebody else? Okay, so who should be with you? I already kind of almost covered everything. So your real estate agent, and it's your real estate agent, that's important. I will explain in a second. And your lawyer. Your lawyer gets into the situation exactly with a condo, right straight from the offer. If your lawyer gets to the deal when we buy a home from a second-hand home, then your lawyer gets only everything in the very end, when everything finalized. Over here, you get lawyer's approval in the during your mortgage condition and lawyer's condition at the same time, in the very beginning, before you gave all the money to go with the building your home. Your lawyer is supposed to explain you everything, and supposed to go through the contract. That's a huge contract. That's not 4 pages. That's like 40 pages. That's a long contract. That depends on the builder also. Some builders has different contracts. So your lawyer goes through the contract and explain again. He explains your risks that you take in when you buy this condo, and what's normal, what's not normal. And they actually can negotiate everything. Basically, the builder can say yes or no for what the lawyer can say, but again, you have a chance to negotiate everything, and at least you need to know what you're signing, right? Because it's not a chance that you will know what you're signing in front of the agent when it's a whole 10 pages of contract. Okay, next thing. If you're going to see the builder, you're not seeing the builder, you're actually seeing a real estate agent that represents the builder. So when you're seeing this real estate agent and you're talking, some real estate agents, some representatives of the builder, they saying, okay, you don't have to have your own realtor, and it will be cheaper for you. So here you need to smile and ask kind of a couple questions. All right. Second, first, why do you think I don't need a real estate agent? And second, what are you hiding? Because real estate agents work, and actually that's how we protect you. We're supposed to find out, we know what's supposed to go with a home, how much cost all the stuff, what usually goes, how much discount you can get, because you can get the discount. And usually your discount can actually be even bigger than this agent says. Like, for example, if you won't bring your agent, then you will have like 3,000 off from your purchase price. Awesome. Perfect. That means that he can remove the 3,000, that's your V. Okay, I can buy the house 3,000 less, but in this purchase price, still the commissions of both real estate agents are covered. So he wants, it's one of two, or he wants double commission, which understandable, everybody wants more money. Okay, great job. Or actually this builder doesn't want to get real estate agent involved because something is not really perfect in the deal. And this is most scary thing, because okay, double commissions is awesome, perfect, congratulations, he's got a double commission. But if actually they don't want to get the real estate agent to protect you, that means somewhere there you're gonna need that help, and you won't have anybody to protect you. So that would be, okay, wait a second, where do you want me to be here? So, okay, so when they say that, really be careful with this builder, because most of the builders, actually, they never ever, these builders who works like for tens of years, and they never say, then bring your agent. They always say, bring your agent and we'll talk together, because it's always easier, especially talking the same language, it's always easier to explain to the agent, and your agent will explain to you, than explain, you know, from just one source. When it's two sources explaining exactly the same, it's way easier. So your real estate agent is supposed to cover you and protect you during the negotiation period, during searching period, negotiation period, and after negotiation period. Even after you bought a place, you moved in, and something goes wrong, you still can go to your real estate agent to get these guys to move. So you really need your person. So find your person, stick to him, and really you will never regret that you have a real estate agent by your side. Okay, so that would be here for the slide. Next, negotiation. First of all, yes, you can negotiate the price, even if it says that's a number and you can't move. That's not true. You can move. If they already stuck with the price and you can't go anywhere with the price, you can add stuff. Okay, and that's real estate agent knows. We know what person we can work with, what company gets more discount, what company gets less discount, what company has better quality but less discount, what company can, where we can go and, you know, add more stuff. So all this stuff usually knows your real estate agent knows. So just ask them and they will negotiate all the terms for you. Okay. The next, if when you're buying the project, when it's not under construction yet, it's raw land and you're buying the project, and you actually can change the layout on every floor. You can move the walls, you can add closets, you can remove closets, you can switch your washroom somewhere else. You actually can do that. Some of these changes are actually free. Some of these changes cost money. And again, real estate agent usually knows what's free and what costs money. So everything, if you buy the plan, you don't have to stick to it for 100%. When you sign in the offer, this is one of your concerns. Where would I live? Where my kids will be playing? Where my TV will go? If you're used to your TV in a living room and not in the basement, okay, awesome. We will have place for your TV in the living room, right? So all that can be changed, and don't be afraid to ask. You just ask, and they will change. They will make the difference, and they will move everything around just for you. Your home will be almost custom built. What can be inside the house, like your flooring, your kitchen, your doors, your windows, everything, they have a basic usually. So when you go into show home, where you should bring your real estate agent from the very beginning, so they won't even have a chance to sell you something that you don't need. You need somebody that talks to you and on your side only. Okay, so when you all together, you come into the show homes. In show homes, usually everything is done perfectly and with tons of upgrades. Cool. But when you buy your own home, people usually stick with some of the finishing will be the basic. So you need to ask what the basic and what can I do for extra. And some of the builders, they have this show homes or show suites, or even the whole buildings of samples that shows, okay, this is basic, this is upgrades number one for such a money, this is upgrades for number two for that money, that you can upgrade for this money. So they have all of it. So some builders, they have lots of varieties, like 10 varieties of kitchen cabinets as basic. Some of them has only 2, but sometimes the price actually covers everything. So if you go and you want to buy a brand new home with a builder who has only 2 kitchens, but it's way cheaper when you go into the builder and their standard kitchens have like 10 kitchens. When you upgrade here and you get to here, it's exactly the same price. So we starting to see, okay, where are we going with this one? Okay, yes, they have more on standard, but these are cheaper from the very beginning. So if we get here, do we get for better money for this? We get to this price for the better kitchen, right? So this all stuff that we see and we check. Buying a brand new home for builder is a long process. It takes time and it takes patience. So just be patient and have in mind what the image of the house that you want to build. Okay. The next, how long it's gonna be built. So we have 3 stages of builders' homes. One is it calls new home, that nobody ever lived there and they just selling it. They already finished completely. You just move in 3 weeks from now, done. But you obviously you can't change anything about it, and you can't do much about this one. From inside, you just buy it as is. You just come inside, see, okay, I like it, I buy it. That's it, done. Under construction looks kind of on the picture. So it's already in the middle of process. It's already been started, at least the foundation is there. And depends on how build this house already, at what stage, and what materials they already bought for the house. If they already ordered everything for the house, they won't change much anymore. The building for that point usually up to 4 months time. Okay, and you usually can change the interior finishes, maybe exterior finishes, but not the layout. If you buy to be built house, meaning you have just raw land, just a lot, you choose in the lot, you choose in the project, the home that right now on the paper, then you can redo all the downstairs, upstairs, that everything's supposed to be up to code. So they explain if some things can't be done, it will be not up to code, then obviously that's not the case. But if it's up to code, and definitely they will do every changes that you'd like. Okay, so that would be to be built, and that takes about 9 months to build the house, because they need to go to the city and ask for permits. Permits take time, and then to start digging, and then before that they order and everything. So all these events, like, they take time. So that takes about 9 months ish. You can buy to more than a year. They just will start building it later. Okay, so if you want to move in next spring, for example, and we are in this spring, like 2 months ago, you can order also that one, and they will say, okay, no problem, we will give you possession in April. You just need we just need to start building later. That's it, and they're happy with it. They okay. They sold a lot. They sold the project. They're fine with it. They will go and build another one at the same time, instead at the same time. Okay. Next, what kind of condition? Okay, so first of all, let's go back to I want a house from the builder. First, we check in the area. Again, here your real estate agent comes in the process, because, okay, you need to know where. And here, that's your real estate agent's job to explain, okay, this area, you have schools there, and people live here, they goes to that store, that's the community that there. Okay, so, and you choose in the communities usually. Then you choose a lot. You like a lot, or you like the area. We're going through the builders. Every builder has their own lots, and we're choosing, okay, this builder has these 3 lots, and that builder has these 3 lots, and we're choosing the lot we like, and we're choosing the builder that give us the best price for the best home that we like. Okay, so that would be already part of negotiation process. Okay, I want this, I want in that area, and I want this house, and that's these 2 builders usually what we're working with, right? So between like 6 builders, you usually choose 2 who you like the most. Okay, then we put an offer. Offer, again, that's a really long document that says, okay, we're buying from the builder with these conditions. Conditions usually, it might be 2. Usually it's 2. Like, I never put less than 2, because usually people have financing, they need mortgage, and we need lawyer's approval. I never buy home from builder without lawyer's approval. That's important. It's a huge document that should be checked by lawyer before. Okay, then you sign in the lots of documents. First, the offer that says, okay, I want to buy for this price. That's what includes in this price, the whole list of the stuff. That's the changes for the layout that we've done. This is the okay, the standard stuff that goes with this house. And this is the waiver, the disclosure that you know that the builder's agent doesn't represent you. By the way, that's very important. Everybody in most of the companies signing that, even if you don't have your agent beside you, you're gonna sign this document that this agent who helps you, he doesn't represent you, he represents the builder. That's super important. You will be actually signing that. So please have somebody beside you to help. Okay, so you sign this document, and if we did and added more, all these documents will be there to sign for you. Okay, when it's done, we go in and we have about 2 weeks. Usually for builder, I take 2 weeks. For the regular home, it takes from 3 days to 1 week. For the builders, we have whole 2 weeks to satisfy the conditions. We need to get a mortgage within 2 weeks, and we need to get our lawyer to see the documents within the next 2 weeks and talk to their lawyers. Okay, after that, you usually bring the rest of your down payment. So when you decided at the very beginning that you want that particular lot, but you're not signing a contract yet, you usually give them a check of $1,000 to hold this lot, this piece of land for you. And they can't sell it right now because it's on hold. Okay, then when you come and you sign in the contract, then it can happen, 2 things can happen. First, they can ask you for more down payment. Okay. Second, they can say, okay, the rest of your down payment, and it's usually from $20,000 to $25,000. They're not going with percentages anymore. It's or 5% if it's less, or $20,000 to $25,000 of your down payment. But all your down payment supposed to go as soon as we remove conditions. So we got our mortgage approval and our lawyer is okay with everything that in there. You will bring another check for $19,000 or $24,000 in general, usually. Okay, the different companies work differently. And I'm not talking right now about custom build from the smaller builder. Their all mortgage system are way different, and I can explain it personally if you need. Okay, so here we're talking about the regular home on regular site and under construction area that right now in the middle of Winnipeg, for example. Okay, so you will bring this check in 2 weeks from signing the document, signing your contract. When you buying your home from the other owner, not from the builder, this second part of down payment will be provided by you to your lawyer only in the 3 days before the possession, so in 2 months from signing the offer. But with the builder, it's different. It's right straight from after the signing of all the conditions. Okay, this is important because you need to have your money, your cash money, straight from the very beginning of the process. Okay. Okay, then next we sign the contract, we sign the satisfaction of condition. Okay, now the home is almost yours. While the building builds, it's still property of the builder. By the way, you have a right to enter into the property, but it depends on the builder how many times you can do that. Some builder says no more than twice during all construction period. Well, that's not that much. Some builder says you can come anytime, as many times as you want, but after such and such an hour, because it's not safe to come when it's when the workers working there. So it's not safe. Don't go. But in the evenings or in the weekends, you can go anytime, no problem. Just grab a key and go. Okay. So it depends on the builder and depends on what you sign in. This will be one of the documents that you sign in also. Okay. Then you wait for about 9 months time. Awesome. Finally, you arrive to the point, yay, I'm moving in. By the way, about moving in, you have, when you sign in the contract, you have your possession day, but that's an approximate possession day. Your possession day might change about twice within this last period of time. Usually it's they given us a month or two. Some depends on the builder. Usually it's 60 to 90 days. They're saying, okay, your possession will be not October 1st, but November 1st. And then in April, they said, in August, they're saying, okay, won't be October 1st. It will be on next month after, right? So they actually can change it twice. So be really careful with it. But for last couple of years, actually, I see that they don't do that much. If they change the possession, it's usually about 2 weeks, maybe a month's time, but not that much. So they're really on time now, which is awesome for them. So take in consideration that you're probably gonna move your possession. So if you are on the rent right now, so you're gonna need to see when you're going to be out of your rental property, or if you sell the first one, okay, that's another question. Oh my God, when I need to sell it, right? So that's question that we need to ask them, and that you need to talk to your real estate agent again. Okay, so you move in, possession day. On a possession day, I'm coming again, it's kind of my feature. Usually real estate agent doesn't have to. You can ask. I'm coming with my clients to see the place and to check everything, because we sign in the document, the moving in condition report, let's call it this way right now, that says, okay, these things we that the builder is supposed to finish, and we will sign it. And please check what he says in there, what he actually writes, because everything that in there must be finished, must be done. If it's not there, but they said, yeah, okay, it will mean never done. So please, that's important, okay? That's why I'm coming with you, and to check what's going on and how to go through all this process. You're really going step by step, key it wall to wall, door to door, and checking everything, that everything is perfect. Never, ever, ever, everything is perfect. It's a brand new home and people build it, so nothing is perfect here. So what we actually checking is what they what they're supposed to finish, what they're supposed to fix. Okay, so don't worry if something's not there. Worry if they didn't fix it within first year. That's what you're supposed to start to worry about. Okay, because when you receive your home and it's all finished from inside, because we decided so, right? You actually can decide differently, and it's again question about the builder, and it's long story, and your agent will explain it more, what you can actually do yourself. Okay, so for example, you moved into the home that everything 100% finished from inside. It doesn't have to be finished from outside because of the weather condition. Depends on when you're moving in. They can't finish the driveway if it gets too cold soon, right? The driveway needs time to dry. The siding might not be finished completely. The sidewalks not. The landscaping. About the landscaping won't be done at all. This is your responsibility, but they need to tell you when you actually can do that, because they need to bring enough soil, and they need to get the grading done. So when it's done and they say everything perfect now, you can put your grass down, that's when you start. And you actually must do that. If you won't, city will come and say why, and they can actually force you, and it will cost you more money. So do it, so it won't cost you more money. Okay. The driveway, they're supposed to finish when the weather condition is perfect for that, and it may be even done next year. So please be aware in what condition of the house and what will be in the house, and from outside, especially outside, when you actually when the moment you sign in the contract. Because if you move in on December, nothing will be finished from outside, almost nothing. Depends when they finished already, like what they started to do during the warm fall. Okay, so that's very important. Ask, and ask again. Okay. Next, warranties. Depends on the companies. Depend on what company do we have and what companies, what's their own warranty. Usually, we're talking about usually, okay, because most of them different. Usually, they have 1 year warranty for everything inside, and for like almost everything, because the basement floor cracks never under warranty, and they crack and they say that it's normal, and it's almost normal. Okay, so everything else not supposed to crack. So everything that from top to bottom is for 1 year warranty, even the light bulbs. Then depends on the company. It's from 3 to 7 years time for the structural. So everything that considers structural, shingles, roof is structural, foundation is structural, walls are structural. So it depends what they consider structural, and it's also your lawyer's work to check what they consider structural, because it's all in documents. You will that will be covered for next, depends on the company, 3 to 7 years. Usually it's 5 in the average. Okay. In addition, we have the Manitoba addition warranty. If they not fixing something that and it's structural that they supposed to fix, or it's out of their time, because Manitoba warranty is a little bit longer, then you can go and claim for the Manitoba warranty. But you need to check first with the builder, because most of the time actually builder will fix it. Okay, that's all about the warranties. You probably will have more questions, and every builder is different, and we need to talk with every builder and ask their own policies about it. Okay, so property tax. We moved in, we're almost done, but we need to pay a property tax. And okay, how much is supposed to pay property tax? We don't know, and we won't know. City gets the letter how much property tax you pay in a year and a half to 2 years from the moment you actually build it. So your job, and it will be only your job, to have another savings account and put there, or like a piggy by your bed, anything, where you put from every your income, every time you put aside some amount of money for your property tax. Because when the property tax comes, they not coming for the next year, they come in retroactive-ish. So all the years since the moment you lived in the house. So please be careful. That's lots of money, really lots of money. Depends on the house. It can be from 4 to 6 and even more. Depends on the house. $1,000 a year. So please be careful with that and have money on your side. Okay. Next, we will go really quickly. The infrastructure will be developed usually within 7 years from the very first home built in that area. So if this area is brand new and they just started to build, probably the schools and the stores will be there in 7 years or so. The buses will be there in 3 to 5, and it will be like 2 buses in the morning, 2 buses in the evenings. So that's another thing to consider. because if you're moving into brand new area, are you sure that it works for you? Because we have even new homes and new constructions in our more already settled areas. Okay, so for the first year, again, you moved in, and if your driveway is not done, if your sidewalk's not done, be ready for your first year that it will be kind of dirty. So yes, your first year will be rough, but then it will be way better. So that's I will stop here because we're out of time already. And if you have any questions, you're always free to ask. I'm always here for you. I'm always happy to help. So it's me, Anna Schuster, and with Schuster and team. So if you have any questions, always here for you. Margarita, I'm here with you now.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for this wonderful presentation and for sharing all those valuable tips. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Anna, or you could also contact English Online, and we will refer your questions to Anna and she will answer them. I have a few moments. This was to talk about. This was our last webinar of the series. We had 4 webinars. And I would like to share with you a link to our website, livelearn.ca, where you will be able to find all the recordings and all the presenter slides in case you missed some of our sessions. If you are thinking of purchasing a house, this is the right place for you to go and listen to our guest speakers and then form your decision and whether contact them or ask any additional questions to them or to your real estate team. This is my contact information, just in case. You could always email me or call me, or you can just visit our website, livelearn.ca, and we have contact us section there. Okay, so Anna, thank you so much for
Thank you very much. Always happy to help.
Staying with us for 4 weeks. It was an amazing experience working with you and your team, and we hope to hear from you, and we hope to see you online.
Definitely. Thank you very much for the opportunity to help. It was really a pleasure to working with you. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, really.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.